Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Daisy and Poppy's pet.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up.
Daisy! Poppy! Don't ride your hobby horses on the breakfast table.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. The twins really like ponies at the moment.
They really want a pet.
And ponies are lovely pets. So pretty and cuddly.
And they've got long, swishy tails to brush.
Daisy and Poppy would so love a pony.
Pony, pony.
Goodness me, no! Ponies are ginormous. And Daisy and Poppy are tiny fairies. No pony.
Maybe the princesses could have another sort of pet.
Pet, pet, pet.
I can magic them up a harmless, fluffy little pet.
Wait a minute. Pets need looking after. Who's going to do all the cleaning up?
The twins can.
We will, we promise.
OK, but please make it a sensible pet, Nanny, not a dragon or a dinosaur.
Of course, Your Majesty.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, darling. Nanny Plum knows what she's doing.
I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Here we are, the magical fairy library. Now, let's find a book on pets. A tiger?
Tiger, tiger.
No, too big.
Oh, tiger.
A snake?
Snakey, snakey.
No, too wriggly.
Oh, wiggly snakey.
An alligator?
Alligator, alligator.
No, too many teeth.
Oh, alligator.
Ah, here we go. The perfect little pet. A hamster.
Hamster, hamster.
I wonder what pet Nanny has magicked up for Daisy and Poppy.
As long as it's small, I don't care.
Ahem. May I present the princess's new pet, Pippin?
Giddy up, Pippin. Giddy up, giddy up.
Ah, a rat!
No, Your Majesty. Pippin is a lovely little hamster.
How sweet!
Ah, yeah.
Pippin likes you, Daddy.
Oh, it is cute, isn't it?
Cute isn't quite the word I had in mind. I think it'd be, happier if it lived outside.
Very well. Back, Pippin. They're fine as long as you don't show you're afraid. Back, Pippin. Back, Pippin. Back. There, Pippin. Welcome to the courtyard, your new home.
I hope Pippin won't be bored living here.
We'll give Pippin some toys. And hamsters like lots of straw.
Can we give Pippin something to eat, Nanny? Foodie, foodie.
Yes. And a drink. Aww, that should make Pippin feel at home.
Ah! Why is the courtyard full of straw?
It's for your hamster, Your Majesty.
My hamster?
It's funny. The courtyard looks just like a hamster cage.
Yes, very amusing. Why does it have to run about so much?
Hamsters like running about.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Gaston. Hi, Oh, no. Pippin's run away.
Oh, how sad. How terribly sad.
Pippin! Pippin! We've lost Pippin.
What a dreadful turn of events. Pippin's gone. gone forever.
Wait, King Thistle. I can get your hamster back.
Don't trouble yourself, Ben.
It's no trouble. Elves are good at rounding up hamsters, and I'm an elf. Ready, Gaston? Pippin's back, King Thistle. Safe and sound.
Thank you, Ben.
Let's close the cage door before Pippin escapes again.
Does it ever go to sleep?
Maybe when it's tired.
And how do we make it tired?
Let's ask the wise old elf. He knows everything.
Hello? Wise old elf speaking.
How do you make a hamster tired?
Hamster?
Oof, the king's pet hamster. We need to make it tired.
Ah, I see. What you need is a wheel.
A wheel? How will that help?
Wait and see. I'll be right over. Hello, King Thistle. Where's this hamster of yours?
My hamster?
Here's Pippin.
Ah!
Pippin likes you.
No, charmed, I'm sure. Bring in the wheel.
Right-ho! Goodness! Where's that going to go? It's hideous!
The things we do for our pets, eh, King Thistle?
It's not my pet!
Lower the wheel into the hamster cage.
Hamster cage? Are you talking about my castle?
Put the wheel in the middle of the hamster cage, Mr. Elf.
Pippin! Here, Pippin.
Pippin like wheel.
Are you sure the wheel is strong enough?
It'll be fine. Hamsters don't run very fast. Ooh, you've got a fast hamster, haven't you?
The wheel's spinning too quickly.
She cannot take it, Captain!
It's okay. The wheel's too big to go through the cage door.
My castle!
Oh, dear.
Pippin's escaped again.
The wheel's heading for the great elf tree.
We'll have to warn the elves.
Hello?
Hello, dear. It's me. Do you know what hamsters are?
Yes, dear. They're sweet little fluffy creatures.
Yes. Well, don't panic, but there's a hamster coming your way in an enormous wheel.
Oh.
It's heading back to the little castle.
Oh, my goodness, Mr. Elf. We were spared, but a mighty wheel thundering back from whence it came, and I think...
There's good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
The wheel hit the elf tree, but everyone is okay.
Hooray! What's the bad news?
The wheel is coming back here!
Everyone into the tower!
Run for your lives!
I can't believe it!
Yes, King Thistle. Wonderful, isn't it? Your hamster is back home.
Oh, Pippin's tired.
You see? The wheel worked.
Now we know how much exercise Pippin needs every day. To the elf tree and back.
No! Pippin has to go!
But Daisy and Poppy love Pippin.
Pippin.
I don't want a pet living in my castle.
I could magic Pippin into a different kind of pet. A pet that could live outside the castle.
OK, Nanny. Just do it.
The elves have mended the hamster cage. I mean the castle, Your Majesty.
Splendid! Let's take a look. What? Nanny!
Yes, Your Majesty?
Why is there straw in my courtyard?
Courtyard? Oh, you mean the feeding bowl.
What?
Yes, darling. You asked for a pet that could live outside the castle, so we went back to what we all wanted in the first place.
A pony!
How lovely.
Pippin Pony! Giddy up, giddy up!
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Acorn Day.
Look, Dad, all the leaves are falling off our tree.
It's autumn, Ben. My favourite time of year. Mind you, there'll be leaf sweeping work to do. Let's get everyone organised. Calling all elves. Leaf sweeping. Right. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we?
We're elves.
Oh, never mind. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we?
So many leaves, I have to use 3 magic brooms.
Nanny, why do the leaves fall off the trees?
Goodness knows.
Autumn leaves are so pretty.
Oh, they might look pretty to you, Violet, but it just means more work for me.
This one looks just like the leaf in Ben's hat. It's an oak leaf. It must be from the elf tree.
I don't know why elves have to live in a tree. I don't know why we have to have trees. All autumn.
Grumbling again, Nanny. You should be happy. Autumn is here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Where are you going, Nanny?
I'm returning these leaves.
Wait for us, Nanny.
Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping.
Hello, wise old elf.
Oh,
I believe these are your leaves.
oh, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Hi, girls. Hi, boys. Such beautiful colours. Look, the leaves in your hats have changed colour too. Oh, so they have. Interesting.
Let's play tag.
OK. Tag. You're it.
Wait, I wasn't ready.
Tag. Can't catch me. Ooh, look, a birdie. Where? Tag.
You tricked me.
Tag. Holly's it.
Can't catch me. I'm too fast.
Oh, look, a squirrel.
You can't trick me like that.
No, Ben, there really is a squirrel.
A squirrel!
Easy now, Ben Elf.
What's wrong? It's just a squirrel.
Just ignore the squirrel, Princess Holly.
Ah, look! He's picking up an acorn.
Sound the acorn alarm, Mr. Elf.
What's going on? It might be Acorn Day. What's Acorn Day?
Not now, Princess Holly.
Calling all elves. Acorn Day has begun. Don't panic. Please leave the elf tree immediately.
It's probably a false alarm.
Yes, hopefully it's just a practice.
There he goes! Mrs. Elf! Mrs. Elf!
Hello? Oh,
Don't panic, Mrs. Elf. Just hand it back. Get out of there, Mrs. Elf. Quickly.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on? One day, every year, the squirrels come and store their acorns in the great elf tree. We call that day Acorn Day. What's so bad about squirrels storing acorns? Yes, they need to store their food for winter. And it's just an acorn.
One acorn would be okay. But there are many squirrels, and they have many acorns.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him, wise old elf.
It's not your fault, Mrs. Elf. There is no stopping them once they've started.
What do we do now?
Now we wait. You see, after one squirrel has put its acorn in the tree, another will come and copy it.
Squirrels are very good at copying.
Happy Acorn Day! When do the squirrels arrive? Oh, have I missed all the fun?
The squirrels have filled the elf tree with acorns, Daddy.
Ah, yes. Very clever animals, those squirrels.
They're a menace.
Well, if you're going to live in an oak tree with little windows, you might as well put up a sign saying, "Store your acorns here." Well, if I've missed the squirrels, I might as well go home. Goodbye. Happy Acorn Day.
Happy Acorn Day. Wise old elf, why don't you just move the acorns somewhere else?
Squirrels won't let anyone move their acorns. Watch.
Oh. What are you going to do now?
Now we're going to move the acorns out of the tree.
But you said you couldn't move the acorns.
We can't, but we can trick the squirrels into moving the acorns for us.
How?
Wait here, you'll see. Oh, it's very clever.
Is it really clever?
No, it's stupid. But funny.
Ta-da! Here we are. Squeak!
Why is the wise old elf dressed as a squirrel?
Because squirrels copy other squirrels. Now, if I move an acorn, all the other squirrels will copy me and move their acorns too.
But don't the squirrels need to store their acorns for the winter?
Ha-ha, yes. That's why I'll lead them to the dry, hollow log on the top of the big hill.
Your costume looks very heavy.
Yes, but it's perfectly balanced by the tail.
Ready for checks?
Ready!
Tail.
Check.
Acorn.
Check.
Squirrels watching?
Check.
Go, go, go!
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
We'll see you at the hollow log, wise old elf.
Squeak. Squeak.
I hope the wise old elf will be all right.
Squeak. Squeak.
Wise old elf! The squirrels are coming!
Squeak. Squeak. Good. Almost there.
Oh no! The tail has fallen off.
Oh, I'm out of control. I can't stop.
I love autumn. It's a pity I missed Acorn Day. Oof! I say, an acorn. How charming.
Your Majesty, throw the acorn away.
A talking squirrel.
Throw the acorn away, Your Majesty!
Ah, wise old elf. Where did you come from?
The acorn, Your Majesty! It's dangerous!
Nonsense! How can an acorn be dangerous? This lovely acorn isn't dangerous. 2 acorns! It must be my lucky day! Yeah!
Was that supposed to happen?
Well, not exactly.
But the castle is a great place to store acorns for the winter.
Oh, what happened? Where am I?
Happy Acorn Day, Daddy! You didn't miss it after all.
Oh. How am I going to get rid of all these acorns?
You will need this squirrel costume.
What? How does that work?
You wear the costume and the squirrels copy you.
I see. OK, on with the costume, Nanny. Off you go. Chop, chop.
Eh?
Happy Acorn Day! Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nanny Plum's lesson.
Holly, Violet and Strawberry, are you ready for today's fairy lesson?
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Today's lesson is about... Who can that be? Ah, Ben Elf.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Is Holly in?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to play with elves or insects.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Gaston.
Hi, Holly.
Nanny Plum's giving us a lesson. Do you want to join in?
Yes, please.
Actually, it's a fairy lesson.
Please, Nanny, let Ben stay.
But Ben's missed the beginning, and I don't want to repeat everything I've said.
But all you've said is, today's lesson is about... Please let Ben stay. Please, Nanny Plum.
OK. As long as Ben just sits quietly and watches. I suppose even an elf might learn something.
Thanks, Nanny.
Oh, so you're joining us too, are you? Now, where was I?
Today's lesson is about...
Thank you, Strawberry. Today's lesson is about some important fairy rules.
Ooh.
Rule 1. Fairies must look nice. Hair lovely. Clothes stylish. Skin beautifully clean. Elves and ladybirds, of course, need not worry about such things. Rule 2. Fairies should never, ever be without their wands. Who knows why?
Without wands, fairies can't do magic tricks.
Yes, Ben. We need wands to do magic. A fairy without her wand is like a ladybird without her spots.
Nanny, Gaston's a boy ladybird.
Whatever. The important thing is fairies must look after their wands.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Rule 3. If it's windy, like today, fairies should be careful about flying. As long as I fly low, I'll be fine. But on a day like today, no one should fly above the castle walls. It's very windy up here.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
So, what have we learned?
Fairies should always look nice. Fairies must never, ever be without their wands. Fairies mustn't fly in strong winds.
Very good. You see? Even I find it difficult when the wind is so...
Oh, Nanny Plum's gone.
Was that meant to happen?
I don't think so. Nanny's left her wand behind. And a fairy without a wand is like a ladybird without his spots. Poor Nanny! What can we do?
I've got a simple plan. We find Nanny, we rescue her, then we give Nanny her wand.
But we don't know how to find her. And we don't know how to rescue her. And we're not allowed to touch Nanny Plum's wand.
Then it's a good thing I'm here. I can do all those things because I'm an elf. Gaston, find Nanny Plum. Gaston will sniff her out in no time.
Hooray for Gaston!
There's Nanny Plum. Stage 1 completed.
Hello! How did you find me so quickly?
Gaston followed your smell.
My smell? For your information, I do not smell.
Nanny, we've got your wand.
Holly, you know you're not allowed to touch my wand. It could be very dangerous.
But we just wanted to help you. And you said a fairy should never be without her wand. So we're here to rescue you and give you back your wand.
Well, that's very nice of you all, but...
Stage 2, the rescuing bit. Keep still, Nanny Plum. I'm going to throw this lasso round your waist.
That sounds dangerous. I think I'll just wait for the wind to drop and then I'll fly down.
Are you sure you don't want to be rescued, Nanny?
Quite sure. This isn't quite what I had planned, but now we're all together again. Let's resume the lesson.
Nanny Plum, are you sure that leaf can take your weight?
My weight? Young man, I'll have you know I'm as light as a feather. Now, where was I?
The last thing you said was... Even I find it difficult to fly when the wind is so... Woo! That's the sound you made when the wind blew you away. Woo!
Ah, yes. Thank you, Strawberry. Even I find it difficult to... Woo! Woo!
Nanny, are you okay?
Yes. At least I'm dry.
Nanny's wings are soaking wet. She can't fly. So she's stuck on that little island.
Nanny Plum, are you ready to be rescued?
No. I'll wait for my wings to dry and then I'll fly over to you.
I think that bird's looking for worms.
I hope Mrs. Bird doesn't mistake me for a worm. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Oh, Nanny Plum's in a bird's nest.
I'll be all right, as long as the eggs don't hatch. Oh, dear.
Those baby birds look hungry.
Oh, bother! My wings are still wet. Woo!
Nanny Plum!
It's not pleasant, but it's only mud.
I think it's quicksand.
Nanny Plum is sinking into the ground.
Ben? I'm ready to be rescued now.
Fantastic! Giddy up, Gaston! Giddy up! Giddy up! Keep still, Nanny Plum. I'm going to throw this lasso round your waist. She's too heavy! Gaston, pull harder!
Hooray! Ooh, Nanny Plum, you smell horrible.
Well, at least no one else was here to see all that.
My goodness, is Was that you, Nanny Plum?
Yes, Queen Thistle. I'm just teaching the children a few fairy rules.
Excellent. And what fairy rules are you teaching?
Rule 1. Fairies must always look nice. Hair lovely, clothes stylish, skin beautifully clean.
Yes. I've been showing the children what not to do.
Rule 2. Fairies must never, ever be without their wands.
Yes, Strawberry. King Thistle doesn't want to know all the little details.
Quite right. You seem to have everything under control, Nanny Plum. Please carry on.
Thank you, Your Royalness.
Did you notice that Nanny Plum seemed a bit smelly?
I thought it was the ladybird.
Now, where was I?
You had just shouted, "Woo!" Uff. That's the sound you made as you landed in the mud. Uff.
Thank you, Strawberry. Actually, that brings today's lesson to a close.
That was a brilliant lesson, especially the adventure bits.
I'm pleased you enjoyed it, Ben, and thank you for rescuing me. Ah, it's nice to have you back. Hair be lovely, clothes have style, skin beautifully clean.
Nanny Plum, you look lovely and pretty again.
Thank you, Strawberry. Now, children, what do you think I've learnt today?
What to shout when you fall out of trees and stuff?
No. I've learnt it's good to have friends around when you need them, whether they are fairies or elves.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Gaston. Or ladybirds.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Queen Holly.
Children, your mother and I are going away for the day on royal business.
Which means you will be at home, alone with Nanny Plum.
Ooh.
Everything will be fine, Your Majesties.
So no funny business. I don't want to come home to find the kingdom covered in frogs or jelly or anything.
No, Daddy.
Because while we're away, you represent King and Queen Thistle.
Does that mean I can be queen?
Well, I suppose it does.
Just for today.
Brilliant.
Magic car. Drive on. Bye.
Be good.
Bye-bye. Queen Holly. I like the sound of that. Hello. I'm Queen Holly.
Oh, hello, Ben.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Holly's much too busy to play today. She has a kingdom to run.
Huh?
Ben, come up here, quick.
OK. Hi, Holly.
Queen Holly to you.
What?
Mummy and Daddy have gone on a trip today and left me in charge of the whole kingdom.
Wow.
So I'm Queen Holly.
Hello.
Hello, Nanny Plum. I've come to collect Ben Elf. It's time for school.
OK, I'll just...
Nanny, send the wise old elf up. I'll sort this out.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Enter.
Hello, Princess Holly.
I'm not Princess Holly. I am Queen Holly today.
I've got no time for these fun and games. I've come to collect Ben for school.
Oh. Wait, Ben. Mummy and Daddy are away today, so I am in charge of the whole kingdom.
Is this true, Nanny Plum?
I'm afraid so.
And I have just decided that Ben does not have to go to school today. It's the law.
Well, this is most unusual.
In fact, there'll be no school for anyone today.
No school for anyone?
Yes, it's the law, because I am Queen Holly.
As you wish, Queen Holly. Oh, dear. The children will be most upset when they hear the news. Children, I'm afraid Queen Holly has informed me there will be no school today.
Hooray! Hooray! What's that noise? Hooray! No school! Thank you! Oh, rise, Queen Holly! Hooray! Shush! Today shall be a holiday for everyone, even grown-ups.
Even the wise old elf.
And Nanny Plum.
Oh!
No one's allowed to work. It's the law.
But what shall we do all day?
Play games.
Yes, you've got to play games and be happy because I am Queen Holly. Thank you, Queen Holly.
Right, Mr. Elf. Next on the list, a delivery of food for the little castle.
Right-ho, Mrs. Elf. Gosh, what a busy day.
Yes, but elves like being busy. And we're elves.
Make way, Elf at work.
There's no work today, Mr. Elf. It's a holiday.
Is this true, wise old elf?
I'm afraid so.
But I've got an urgent delivery of food for the little castle.
I suggest you come back tomorrow.
Righty-ho. Bye.
Bye. Talking of food, I'm getting a bit hungry. Me too. And me. And me.
Queen Holly! We're hungry!
Very well. I command you to eat something. Being queen is easy peasy. But no one has made any food. Everyone's on holiday. Oh.
Queen Holly, if you would allow the elves back to work, we could make everyone lunch.
No. You all have to have a nice day's holiday. It's the law. But
we're hungry! We need food!
I'll make food.
Hooray!
Now, what do you eat on holiday?
Ice cream.
Yes, that's it. You shall all eat ice cream.
Hooray! Thank you, Queen Holly!
Where are we going? To the kitchen. We can use Nanny Plum's cauldron to make the ice cream.
Oh, are you going to make the ice cream with magic?
Of course I am.
But Holly, your spells don't always work out quite right.
Making ice cream is easy peasy. Watch. Abracadoo, abracabong. Ice cream for everyone all day long. See, it worked.
Wow. Ice creams for everyone!
Thank you!
I'll be back with more! Oh, there's quite a lot! Will it stop soon?
I think I told it to make ice cream all day long.
Oh, dear.
We'll soon be home.
Yes, and it's good to see that the kingdom isn't flooded with frogs or jelly or anything.
Yes. Holly must be behaving herself.
Ah! There's too many ice creams!
Make it stop, Holly! Make it stop!
Wiggity-siggity stop! 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 Stop!
For you. That's better.
Oi! Where's our ice cream?
Goodness me!
I did try to stop it, Nanny, but it got worse.
Well, thank goodness the King and Queen aren't here to see all this mess.
It's the King and Queen.
Hooray!
It's very nice of you all to welcome us home like this.
May I be the first to say how pleased we are to see you back again, Your Majesties. While you were away...
Yes, I'm a bit tired, so if you'll excuse me.
Ah, stop! Maybe you should go for a little walk, Your Majesty. I've just got a bit of tidying up to do inside.
Thank you, Nanny Plum, but all I want to do now is have a nice bath. Ah, ice cream.
I'm sorry, Daddy. It's all my fault. I tried to be a good queen and make everybody happy, but it's a lot harder than you'd think.
Yes, Holly, I know it is. Especially with elves. Elves are never happy.
We are happy when we are busy.
Elves like being busy.
And we're elves!
In that case, I command you to go back to work at once.
Hooray!
And your first job will be to clean up all this ice cream.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
3 cheers for King Thistle.
And Queen Holly.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Morning, noon and night.
Seven o'clock. Time to get up.
Ben, breakfast's ready.
Thanks, Dad.
Right then, let's get your hair brushed.
Let's get your elf hat on.
Don't forget your new watch. There. Now you're ready for school.
But, Mum, elf school doesn't start for ages. Can I go and see Holly? I want to show her my new watch.
OK, but make sure you get to school on time.
Of course I will. Elves are never late. And I'm an elf.
Phew, Mr. Elf. Mornings are such hard work.
I should say so.
That's the cockerel crow, Princess Holly. Time for fairies to get up.
Is it morning already?
Breakfast's ready, Holly.
Thank you, Nanny Plum.
Let's get your hair brushed, Holly.
And here's your crown.
All done. Mornings are such hard work.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
What is it, Ben? I haven't got time to be answering the door to elves.
Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to...
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I've got a new watch.
Wow. Is it a real watch?
Yes, you can hear it ticking.
Oh, yes. Can you tell the time, Ben?
Not yet, but we're going to learn how to tell the time at school today.
Yes? Well, I'm sure you don't want to be late.
I'm an elf. Elves are never late. Bye, Holly.
Bye, Ben. I wish I had a watch.
Whatever for, Princess Holly?
If I had a watch, I could tell the time.
We fairies don't need watches. We have different ways of telling the time.
Like what, Nanny?
We have dandelion clocks. Here's a good one.
How can a dandelion tell the time?
We count how many puffs it takes to blow away all the seeds. Like this. 1, 2, 3. It took 3 puffs. That means 3 o'clock.
I want to go. 1.
That means 1 o'clock.
Wow. So is it really 1 o'clock?
Not really. It's just a game.
But Ben's learning to tell the time properly. Can I go to his lesson?
Oh, all right. But I'm sure it won't be much fun.
When the big hand and the little hand are pointing straight up, it is 12 o'clock.
Hello, wise old elf.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Can we join you?
Yes, as long as you are quiet.
Rightio.
Now, who can tell me how we know a watch is working?
We can hear it ticking.
Oh, yes, Holly. Very good.
You see, we fairies know all about time.
But you fairies don't have watches or clocks.
We have our own ways of telling the time.
I'm sure you do. Now, how do we know when to wake up in the morning?
The alarm clock rings.
Correct.
I wake up when the cockerel crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yes, I see. And how do we know when it's time to go to sleep?
When the clock says it's bedtime.
Yes, correct again.
I go to sleep when the owl hoots. Twitter-woo!
But without clocks, how do you know what time it is?
We have dandelion clocks. Look. 1,
Can I have a go?
2,
And me.
3. That means 3 o'clock.
Stop, stop, stop. That's all fairy nonsense.
But it's fun.
Fun has nothing to do with telling the time. I don't suppose you fairies can tell me what time it is now.
It's noon.
Ah, yes, Holly. Well done.
Wow, how did you know that?
Because the sun is high up in the sky.
And I know it's lunchtime because my tummy is rumbling.
How silly.
Excuse me. My tummy is never wrong.
Oh, it is lunchtime. School is finished for today.
Hooray!
Holly, would you like to come over to play this afternoon?
Yes.
OK. See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Where's Holly?
Hi, Ben.
You're late.
Fairies are always late. And I'm a fairy.
Hurry up. I've got something to show you.
What's that noise?
You'll see.
Are we there yet?
Nearly. This way.
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, wise old elf.
This is the Great Elf Clock,
Wow.
the most accurate clock of all.
What does accurate mean?
It means it always tells the right time.
Quite so, Ben. I set it every night by the distant bells. They usually ring about now.
Da-da-dum, do-da-dee-da, da-da-la-la, dum-dum-dee-da. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. That means it's time for dinner. Dinner time! Dinner time!
The bells! The bells! Now I need to adjust the clock.
That's just Nanny Plum.
What do you mean?
Nanny rings the bell every night when it's dinner time.
And how does Nanny Plum know it's dinner time?
Her tummy rumbles.
What? You mean I've been setting the Great Elf Clock to a fairy's tummy rumble?
Yes.
Her tummy does seem to be amazingly accurate. It is dinner time.
Bye, Ben.
See you tomorrow, Holly.
And the beautiful princess lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Holly.
But, Daddy, the owl hasn't hooted yet.
There's the owl now.
And the fierce dragon ate the witch. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Ben.
But, Mum, the clock hasn't chimed yet.
Oh, it's chiming now.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Ben.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees. And mushrooms. And frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, Wise Old Elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, Wise Old Elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise Old Elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a wilted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
Look.
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the Wise Old Elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh. Cool. Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
Aww.
We could give it some magical help.
Nanny Plum, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree.
Yes, please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the Wise Old Elf.
Please, Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes. Thunder and lightning, north winds blow, little acorn grow,
Wow!
Nanny Plum, is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? But I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, Wise Old Elf.
Of course, I expect the Wise Old Elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you've found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whippy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework...
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracadabra, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracadabra, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Visiting the marigolds.
Hi, Holly. Do you want to come and play?
I'd like to play, Ben, But I can't.
We're going to visit King and Queen Marigold.
They're a bit snooty.
I'm glad I'm not going.
I wish I wasn't going.
Maybe your mum will let you stay and play with me.
Mummy, can I play with Ben today?
What a good idea.
Hooray!
Ben can come too.
Oh.
That's all right, isn't it, Mr. Elf?
Oh, yes. Go off and enjoy yourself, Ben. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, you're coming too, are you? OK. Magic car, drive on.
This is fun. A magic car.
Yes, it uses fairy dust to make it go.
Cool.
I want you all on your best behaviour today.
Yes, Queen Thistle.
King and Queen Marigold's home will be full of very precious things.
Horrible, but precious.
So you mustn't touch anything.
Visiting King and Queen Marigold sounds like hard work.
It'll be exhausting.
Here we are, King and Queen Marigold's castle.
Oh, what a horrible building.
Such bad taste.
It's beautiful.
Cool castle.
Hello and welcome.
Holly, you remember King and Queen Marigold?
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, and this is my best friend Ben. You've met him before.
Of course. The charming little goblin.
I'm not a goblin. I'm an elf.
Oh, an elf? How exotic.
Did you have a pleasant journey?
It must be so nice to leave your little kingdom behind for a day.
Tell us honestly, what do you think of our castle?
Honestly, it looks like a complete...
It's very nice.
I wish we had a castle like this, Mummy.
Oh, before we had it rebuilt in plastic, it was made of stone. Imagine, how primitive.
Our castle is made of stone.
Ah, but you live in an old-fashioned castle. It must be very uncomfortable.
Not really.
Oh, you've brought your ladybird. Ugh.
Down, Gaston, down!
Ugh, that means he likes you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Let's go inside.
We'll give you the tour.
Can Gaston come too?
As long as he wipes his feet.
Yes, if you could all wipe your feet.
And please don't touch anything.
And if you could, try not to breathe too heavily.
We've got lots of precious things. As you can see, we've turned the idea of the hallway on its head.
Ridiculous.
Wow, it's all upside down.
Amazing.
Oh, where's Gaston gone?
There's Gaston. He's walking on the ceiling.
No, Daddy. Gaston's walking on the upside-down floor.
Clever Gaston.
Yes, and I see he didn't wipe his feet. Nanny, clean it up.
I'm not your servant.
That's right, Nanny. You're my servant.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
So, clean it up, Nanny.
Yes, Your Majesty. Muddy footprints, away you go.
Good. Now, where were we?
There are 100 rooms in our castle.
What do you do with all those rooms?
We fill them, my boy, with things.
This is our collection of pebbles.
Pebbles?
There is nothing quite as wonderful as a well-polished pebble.
Oh, indeed.
What do they do?
They're beautiful.
Please don't touch them.
We don't want them to get sticky. Children always have sticky hands.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
Do you think the pebbles look beautiful, King Thistle?
What? Oh, yes. Very, pebbly.
This way.
green fly. Good boy, Gaston. You won't be needing dinner now.
Oh, I see you found our pet green fly. Lucinda, Gucci, and Timmy.
Oh, but where is Timmy? Timmy!
Timmy! Timmy!
Perhaps he's gone for a walk. Timmy!
Gaston, spit Timmy out.
Timmy.
Playing hide and seek, were we?
Now you may find the next room a little chilly.
It's freezing in here.
Yes, this room must be kept well below freezing temperature at all times.
All these lovely things are made of ice.
They look very beautiful, Queen Marigold.
Yes, they're, cool.
Please don't touch.
Are they made with magic?
Oh, no. That would be too easy.
They're made from ice that froze over 1,000 years ago.
Ooh.
And hand-carved by Norwegian mining pixies.
These sculptures are one of a kind and simply irreplaceable.
Ooh, a swan, that's nice. I like swans. Oh, dear.
Nanny, what have you done?
You've broken the swan's head off.
It's all right. I'll magic another one. Abracadabra, make me a bird. Ice thingy.
Nanny, that's not a swan.
It looks like a hen.
Or a duck, maybe.
It looks lovely. I like ducks.
This way! Do keep up!
This is our finest and most treasured collection of all antique toys.
Amazing! You must play in here all the time.
I could play here forever.
This monkey is over 100 years old.
And this clown is over 200 years old. Apparently, they were made at the elf factory by someone called the Wise Old Elf.
We know the wise old elf.
You know the wise old elf? What's he like?
He's wise.
He's old.
He's a grumpy old elf that's a bit clever.
This is my favorite toy.
A clockwork fairground ride.
But sadly, it's broken.
Don't worry, I can mend it.
I don't think so. It needs to be seen by an expert.
Elves are experts, and I'm an elf.
And I can help you, Ben.
Rah! Don't touch!
These toys must not be touched by children.
We'll have to touch it to mend it.
Okay.
There, it's mended.
Vroom, vroom, beep, beep.
This is fun!
There, it stopped.
I want it to go again.
Oh, yes, again, again, again.
More.
OK.
Vroom, vroom.
King and Queen Marigold's castle isn't boring at all.
Yes, actually, it's quite fun, isn't it?
Choo-choo!